how to decrease anxiety and increase motivation. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh. Let me tell you how by changing the way that your brain performs. Okay, so if you struggle with anxiety, your brain is stuck in that extra fast mode. It's the mode that makes you feel stressed. It makes you feel anxious. It might make you feel like you're going to have a panic attack. It makes you feel vigilant or hyper vigilant about things that are happening in the world. Basically, your baseline is heightened, and so things will hit your nervous system harder than it would hit if that baseline was lower. At the same time, when your brain's running extra fast, we know that there's a comorbid or a coexisting pattern of too much slowness. And when that happens, your brain is actually more creative. And what that will do is it will let that anxiety and those thoughts and that thinking and that rumination, it will let it run wild. Now, let me tell you a story from my own life to hopefully kind of show you. I am working with someone who has extreme anxiety. And so when things happen to this person, they go from 0 to 60 very quickly, and then they can't get those things out of their mind. And so what happens is everything becomes anxious, and everything has an element of drama to it that person is actually experiencing, but at the same time, they don't really need to experience it if they would let those experiences flow through their nervous system to be able to be processed in real time and to be integrated and to be resolved. Now, the way that happens is by bringing these extreme electrical speeds in your brain into the middle of calm focus. When your brain is operating at that optimal speed in the middle, then things can happen to you. Challenges can come your way, and they can come to you and move through you much more smoothly than getting stuck because of the speeds existing out here in the extremes. So, for example, this person had a friend who died very tragically in a very horrific way. Yes, very devastating to the nervous system, but not undoable. Not unable to be processed for a healthy nervous system. But unfortunately, this person got stuck in a negative feedback loop of just thinking about that person's death over and over and over, fantasizing, dramatizing, anchoring into the terribleness of that experience instead of celebrating that person's life, moving through there's 5 distinct stages of the grieving process, moving through them and being able to process the loss over time. That experience got stuck in their nervous system and created a lot of problems for them. So that is a difficult thing to process, but not impossible. The healthy nervous system can move through the sadness and the bargaining and the anger and move towards acceptance, and then accept the loss and grieve and mourn and resolve and move on. Now, I know it's difficult, but let me explain to you one way that you can do that. When you create healthy anxiety in your life and healthy fantasy, then your brain is able to get to that point of that fast speed and that slow speed that you're used to. And so in the end, you want to be able to get your brain into that middle speed and not necessarily need so much of that anxiety and that slowness of creativity or fantasy or drama. But in the short run, your brain needs it, and you can create it for yourself by anchoring into experiences in your world that give you those feelings. Now, if you know who Glennon Doyle is, she's an author, and she wrote in her most recent book, Untamed, she wrote about how her daughter had a lot of anxiety, and that getting her into soccer was really a very essential way for her daughter to create that healthy anxiety and that healthy drama in her life so that the anxiety of the negative aspects could come down. This is exactly what I helped this young person that I work with do, to be able to find that excitement in the world. Now, this particular person that I work with, they used to be in theater and they hadn't been in theater in a while. Theater is a perfect way to create anxiety and drama and fantasy. So, getting back into theatrical productions was pivotal for this person to be able to reduce the anxiety in their world. Now, I know if you're stuck in an anxious pattern, that might seem impossible or feel really difficult, but I'm here to tell you that you can do it. List things that you love to do or you used to love to do before you got stuck in this negative feedback loop. Find the things that can give your nervous system what it's used to for right now, fantasy, drama, that feeling of anxiousness, and create it in a healthy way. It will help you to move out of this negative space into a more positive space so that you can create more joy and peace in your world. I know it might be challenging, but I also know that you're stronger than you know you are and that you can do it. So go for it. And if you're looking for help on this journey, reach out to me at drtrishleigh.com. I have an awesome new digital program that you can move through by yourself. It's called Control Your Brain, and it can help you to use more brain tip strategies like this to get your brain into that medium speed so you can create the joy and the happiness in your life that you deserve. Until next time, control your brain or it'll control you.